Come on in to Sister's Tarot. Gather round, everyone. I have here my trusty magic 8-ball. Let's take a look inside, see what it has to show us today. Hello Capricorn. This is a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and North Node in Capricorn. Take what resonates and leave out the rest. If you don't resonate with the reading, feel free to check out my other videos. You may have messages there. Now without further ado, let's start the reading. I hope you're having a good weekend so far and everything's going well for you. I'm using the Star Trek Next Generation tarot deck. We have 2 of Latinum, which is 2 of Pentacles. The 8 of Batlet, which is the 8 of Swords. And I'm going to apologize in advance in case they start up again. Sound like the neighbors are using a wood saw or whatever. I don't know what you call that thing. Table saw, something. It sounded like something like that anyway. I don't know for sure. I'm not even going to pretend like I don't care either, but I'm just saying that just because it might come in the reading or the recording of this reading, so like I don't know if you heard that. So I'm just giving you a fair warning on that. We have the Queen of Cloaks in reverse, which is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Despite it being in reverse, I'm not getting any bad energy from this. So there's something different going on with this Queen of Cloaks, which is Queen of Wands in reverse. Just a heads up on that. We have 4 of Starships, which is the 4 of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Starships, which is the Knight of Cups. Now, we're going to start with the 2 of Latinum, which is the 2 of Pentacles. You're trying to balance the situation out, and you're trying to not weigh things out, because that would be the more of the Justice card. But you're having an imbalance within yourself or your surroundings is what I'm getting from this. And then we have the 8 of Batlet, which is the 8 of Swords. So something is also stressing you out. So not only are you feeling an imbalance within yourself, you're feeling you're going through something that's stressful. And that's another reason why this right here with the Queen of Cloaks, which is the Queen of Wands in reverse, is showing up, is what I'm getting from this. You're not feeling in your power at this time. You're feeling a bit powerless due to an anxiety or some kind of fear going on. But I'm picking up more anxiety, especially because I saw anxiety in my mind's eye. So that's where the imbalance is. You're feeling imbalanced and feeling like you're having to juggle things due to an imbalance in within yourself due to some form of anxiety, and it's making you feel powerless at this time. Then we have the 4 of Starships, which is the 4 of Cups. So not only are you feeling anxiety and imbalance, you're having some form of boredom. I'll start back when that stops. Okay. So, you needing some form of, even though this is kind of weird to me, because you have anxiety yet you're bored and you need more excitement. So, that's a bit odd, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read it and see what else is going to show up and why that is. Maybe that's really what then, that definitely would cause an imbalance of a juggle of some sort, for sure. Having anxiety and yet bored and discontent. Then we have the Knight of Starships, which is the Knight of Cups. I'm picking up you're trying to get your emotions back on track, even though this isn't upright, and this is a more of going after a love situation, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, now I'm getting more of the bigger picture here. You're stressed and feeling a bit imbalanced within yourself due to wanting a situation to come together in a love situation, and that it's leaving you feeling a bit empty-handed with the cup, because there's an offer of a cup being offered to somebody, but someone keeps pushing it away as you're trying to give the cup. So we're going to get some clarifiers and some advice cards to see more into the situation and see what else can show itself in this reading, as well as helping you out in this situation. I'm going to be using the vice versa tarot deck for the clarifiers and advice cards. I'm going to start with this Queen of Cloaks in reverse, which is the Queen of Wands in reverse. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Okay. All right. The powerless is what I'm picking up from this, is that you lack some form of boldness or courage. So this is more of a not really disappointment per se, but I mean, it can be disappointment too, actually. You're feeling disappointed in yourself that you're not more bold and not in your power the way you should be. This can be a King of Cloaks in reverse, which is King of Wands in reverse. Take it how it resonates with you. This is your energy that I'm picking up. And it doesn't matter if you're a fire sign with these placements of Capricorn, or if you're an actual Capricorn or not. It's just what this card is representing you being powerless, is what I'm picking up from this and interpreting. So in order for you to right yourself and have a balance within yourself and not feel stressed out and maybe even kept up at night due to this situation, is to work on your solar plexus chakra. And if you have already, keep doing so. And do things to help you to face whatever discouragement that you're having and what is keeping you from being more bold and in your power. Tap more into your, whether you're a masculine or feminine. Say a feminine tapping more into the femininity and a masculine tapping more into masculinity will help you to stand more in your power, to help you in this situation. I'm going to get some other clarifiers and advice cards. Let's see. I'm going to start with this Two of Platinum, which is the Two of Pentacles. We have the Magician. Okay. I'm picking up, you definitely have the tools and the skills to make this happen. So this imbalance is just due to you feeling powerless within yourself, due to, again, when I'm picking up, you're not feeling tapped into your femininity or your masculinity, whichever resonates with you, because again, this can be for a king or queen. Take it however it resonates. This is just the energy that's coming up. So you definitely have the skills and the tools in order to make this happen. It's just a matter of tapping more into your divine energy and being more in your power, so you don't feel powerless in a situation. And maybe the reason why, okay, I'm picking up, not even maybe, this is really what I'm feeling strongly. Whoever resonates with this reading, this is what this is being shown. The situation is, the reason why this person might be keep pushing the cup away is because you're not being bold enough in approaching them in the way that you should. And that this being at the bottom of the deck, this is the main thing. You not doing something in some way to come towards this person, whether you're a man or a woman, whichever it resonates with you. You're not doing something that's causing them to want to keep pushing the cup away. So I'm going to go ahead and get a clarifier and some advice cards on this Four of Starship, which is a Four of Cups, and see what it shows with that. What else can be shown in this situation? Five of Pentacles. So yes, it's definitely due to you feeling like you're being left out in the cold. Obviously. So, I mean, obviously every time somebody pushes a cup away, that would make you feel that way possibly. But let me see what advice is on the situation, how you can write this situation. Added on to what I've already depicted and picked up on it. Opening up on your emotional side more. This can be a King or Queen of Cups. So, you have to tap more into your emotional side. So you might be more on your logical side and not enough in your emotions and not following your heart in this situation. So you're possibly in your head too much, overthinking a situation and not in your emotions the way you need to in order to bring this together. Because in order to offer a cup to someone, you have to first be in your emotions. You can't offer something you're not even tapped into. So you need to tap more into your emotions and be willing to open your heart more in this situation and tap more into your divine masculine, divine feminine, and helping you to write yourself to step more into your power. So you don't feel powerless in this situation, keeping yourself up at night or stressed or anxiety in some way with this. And I'm also picking up with this boredom I was picking up on it first. Your everyday life is what you're bored with. And this person might make you happy or excited in some way. And you just want to make this happen. But there's definitely, okay, let's say if it's a divine masculine or feminine, either way, whichever, the opposite of you, let's just say that. If you're not stepping more into your divine masculine or femininity, that person's going to know that and call you out on it or not deal with you and want to push it away because they're not wanting somebody that's not willing to do their part in a situation. So especially if this other person is putting more of the work in the situation, of course they're not going to say, oh yeah, I'll take the cup. Why would they take the cup? Nobody would take a cup if it's only a one-sided putting in an effort in the situation. And that's another reason why there might be more guarded on their part. So if you want them to put their guard down, this tapping more into your divine masculine or femininity and stepping more into your power. And in order to stand more in your power is to tap more into your divine masculine, divine feminine, whichever resonates with you. And more into your emotions and not so much in just the logic. Because the mind cannot love, first off. Only the heart can. So if you really want to bring this together, this is the advice. I'm going to go ahead and get another clarifier and advice card. I'm going to go ahead and get one for this here. And I might even get one for there, just to get a bigger picture on the situation, to help you out more. Okay. Even though this came like this, so I'm going to go ahead and take it as a reverse. Even though this is what I do with these cards, even if the reverse is really this. It's depends on how I feel, how it should go. I use my intuition on that as well. Okay, so again, this stress is due to you not taking that leap of faith that you know you need to take. So you're not doing something to take a leap of faith. So possibly taking a physical action, taking a leap towards it, is what's keeping this in stagnation. And it's keeping you feeling upside down. So this might be more of an inner struggle within yourself of being disappointed in yourself, that you cannot seem to right yourself, to stand in your power the way you need to pursue this person. So obviously you're taking accountability and not putting it off on this other person. You realize it's actually to do with yourself, but you're feeling frustrated and disappointed in yourself more than anything. It's what I'm picking up. So you know the reason why you keep feeling left out in the cold is due to you. So I'm going to see what else. We also have the Sun card here. So there's a way of being able to bring this into the right way. I'm going to go ahead and get one more just for this Knight of Starships, which is the Knight of Cups, and see what advice or clarifying more what needs to be shown. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So with that being shown, and this at the top of the deck with 6 of Pentacles, in order to right this situation, along with what's already been said, is to truly work on what you know you need to work on to make this a more of a equal give and take. Because that's where the imbalance is definitely on the externally wise, the imbalance is due to not an equal give and take situation. By writing this is what's going to bring you more into this Ten of Pentacles with this person. So this is something that can be solid, because it's not just cups, this is actually 10 of Pentacles. So this can definitely be something that's solid and stable. It's just a matter of you being able to step out of your comfort zone. But first, before you can do that, you're going to have to work on what you know you need to work on to get more into your divine energy, your power. And doing that will be tapping more into your divine feminine or divine masculine. And in order to get back to your bold and courageous side, definitely work on the solar plexus chakra. And also with this here, with the red, and plus I'm picking up some form of fear, even if it's just a little bit. Working on your root chakra for sure, too. I mean, you don't want to ignore all the other chakras, obviously. That's just the 2 main ones you need to work on. It might be a blockage there that you need to unblock in those 2 chakras, especially when I'm being pulled to this 2 here as I'm saying it. So those are the 2 main chakras. The root chakra and the solar plexus chakra needs to be worked on. I'm also picking up that you might benefit on doing some form of meditation that helps you tap more into your energy, your divine masculine or divine femininity, so you can help you to step more into your power. So there, let's see what else I'm getting. I'm picking up you want to listen to some form of music that's motivating for you, whatever that may be. If there's a particular song that you know that motivates you to help you tap more into your divine masculine, divine feminine, listen to that. Obviously there's plenty of music out there. I'm feeling you'll know what that is. I'm picking up that you actually, whoever resonates with this reading, has a particular song that they tap into that will help them help you to tap into more into your power, and help pump you up, so to speak, into overcoming this fear and having more courage and be more bold to take that leap of faith and take that, get out of your comfort zone. So whatever that is for you, exercising might help. Whatever it is that helps you tap more into your divine power, whether that's a masculine or feminine, because that's where you're going to get more into your divine power, is stepping in your, whether you tapping into your divine masculine, divine feminine. So if you're like, say a male who got, let's just say male, that taps into more of the femininity, tapping more into your masculinity will actually help you. It's not something that you want to be discouraged from. And same with the feminine. Tapping more into your divine feminine if you're running off more on your masculinity energy, because that's just going to be more of a repel than it would be to attract. So if you want to attract more of who you're wanting, you're going to have to step more into that divine power. Because even if it doesn't seem to you that obvious, the other person can pick that up. That you're not standing fully in your power, and that you're not in your divine masculine, divine femininity, due to not being tapped into it the way you need to. So maybe what the best thing for you to do is to go into a deep meditation, reflect, and find out what it is that's keeping you from wanting to tap into that. There's something that might have happened within your childhood or something early in life that caused you to be possibly even afraid or resistant of being tapped into your divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Whether it was due to someone that was an authoritative figure that was of the same sex orientation. They might have rubbed you the wrong way or something. But find out what it is that's caused you to tap out like that, so you can tap more in. So that way you can bring that more outwardly. So you first have to tap it inward in order for it to project outwardly, that you're to be in your power. But I'm mostly picking up with this turning the cup away is due to you not taking your part of the step of your, there's not a balance in this equal give and take. So possibly this other person has taken more action than you, for instance, and that is an imbalance, and that is not obviously a fair situation either. So tapping more into that will help. See if there's anything else I'm getting before I move on to the oracle. I'm picking up with this here, even though this is upside down. If you right yourself, this will be a victory for you. V for victory. So right now it's in reverse. You can't have this victory until you right yourself and standing fully in your power. But at the same time, still tapping into your emotion and not just your logic. Because you have to have your heart open. So also with this green here and what I'm picking up here, also work on your heart chakra for sure too. There might be a blockage there. Or even if it's open already, there still might be something that needs to be released from that heart chakra that's also keeping you from opening up. Whether it's a past wound or some form of abandonment issues or codependency issue, whatever it is that's leaving you in this left out in the cold situation. Possibly past love that hurt you in some way. Whatever it may be, working on that heart chakra too would definitely be beneficial. Just again, make sure you don't ignore the other chakras. Just those are the three main ones I'm picking up right now. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the oracle now. I'm going to use the Angel Answers Oracle. In the near future. So this is definitely in your near future that this can come together if you work on this imbalance, which this imbalance is first within yourself. So if there's an outward imbalance, it's due to you being imbalanced within yourself first. So you have to do the inner work to work on that imbalance to cause a balance to come back into play on the external. And I'm also picking up, because of this inward imbalance within yourself, could make it come across as you are someone who can't make up your mind. Not saying that that is the case. I'm saying that's how it will reflect. You being imbalanced within yourself can throw things off to make it seem as though you can't make up your mind on a situation. And that's another thing that will repel this person. That's what I'm also picking up. Listen to your intuition. So you definitely need to listen to your intuition. So in other words, this being in reverse is also showing you haven't been listening to your intuition the way you need to either. Have faith in the situation and listen to your intuition. So you might be too much in your head, not listening to the guidance that you're being given through your intuition. And that is also what's throwing things off. You've been ignoring it in some way. And that's causing red flags is what I'm picking up for yourself. Not, well, I mean, it could cause a red flag for the other person too, but a red flag is like showing you the signs. Hey, listen, I'm trying to show you. So God, your spiritual team, is trying to show you, hey, we're trying to get your attention, letting you know this is what you need to do if you want to right this situation. But you're not seeming to get the picture is what I'm picking up. Not the right time. Okay, with this being right underneath the Queen of Cloaks in reverse, which is the Queen of Wands in reverse, and again, it can be King, the not the right time is showing that this will not be the right time. The timing is not presenting itself until you can right yourself. So if you want this to be the time to be able to take action, you got to work on this inner struggle and right yourself and tap more into your power and into your divine masculine, divine feminine, whichever resonates with you. Because this is what's throwing things off and causing an imbalance in the situation. I'm picking up two. This is a specific message, so only take it if it applies. I'm picking up, this is for a masculine, whoever would be watching this. Let's say that there's a feminine that you're attracted to. If she's what you call traditional or closer to being traditional, she is not going to pursue you. And if you're not willing to pursue her in a gentleman-like way, she's just going to keep pushing it away because in her mind, it's not her job to pursue you. And if you don't want to do that, then this person just isn't for you and she's not for you. I mean, I said that twice. She's not for you and you're not for her. Because there's nothing wrong with a woman who wants a man to pursue her like a gentleman if she's traditional. And it's not saying that you're wrong either. If you're looking for a woman to pursue you and she's a traditional woman that believes in a woman believing that a man should pursue her, she's not going to accept a cup you offer far as you just trying to get her attention and you're not willing to pursue her and you're expecting her to put on all the work and go after. That's just not how that's going to work. Again, this is a specific message. This part does not apply to you, then just leave that out. So if you're expecting this particular woman that's more on the traditional side to come after you, even if she already, say for instance, reached out to you and didn't say anything else besides a simple hi or something, a traditional woman is not going to pursue you. And it doesn't mean she's a bad person. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means maybe you two just aren't meant for each other. Because if you're not willing to do pursuing in that way, this woman's not going to accept you, because she's more on a traditional side. Even if you think you might be traditional, if you're not pursuing her like a gentleman, she sees that as not real traditional. She sees that as, you're wasting my time, don't bother. So that's a specific message. Don't take that if it does not resonate with you. That just, I picked that up and I went ahead and brought that out. But I want to make sure that you understood this is a specific message. So that's not going to apply for everybody. Because I know we're living in modern times where there's plenty of women that will pursue men and men being happy with that. But there are still traditional women in this world who believe that she wants a gentleman that actually comes and approaches her. And there's nothing wrong with that either. So, I mean, I know, for instance, I won't say one or the other's wrong, because we are living in a modern time. But there are some women that just prefer a man that can be a gentleman and reach out to her and do the pursuing, because she's a traditional woman. She might have some modern sides to her, but she has more traditional when it comes to who pursues who. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just like there's nothing wrong with if both parties are okay with the woman pursuing, that's your business. But there are some women still today that, believe it or not, even in America, that still believe in a man should do the pursuing because that's just a gentleman thing to do. And that she will gladly be a lady still at the same time. So, that being said, let's go ahead and move on to get another card, because that's a specific message. And she's not going to accept less than what she deserves on that, because that's what she's looking for, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if you're looking to have a woman pursue you, then it's just best that you just cut ties with trying to make this happen, because this person I'm picking up is not going to change their mind. And it will be an injustice for both of you to try to hang on if you know you're not going to pursue this person because you expect them to do it. But anyway, we got another card. Let go. Well, if that's not telling, I don't know. That just clarified what I just picked up, if it did. Right there. It's time to either, for whoever this specific this is probably, I'm picking up with this being right here. This is more of the situation on whoever's watching this. This is the bigger situation. This is a traditional woman you're into, and she is not going to pursue you. So it's best that you either take that leap of faith like a gentleman, or let go, because it's hurting both of you. It's not fair to either one of you. Again, neither person is in the wrong. The wrong is if you know you're not going to pursue this person and you just keep wanting to hold on to them because you're hoping they'll pursue you. But if this person, this feminine, is, I'm also picking up, especially with this woman being representing the Knight of Cups. Maybe you're used to a woman who does this, and that's what you come to expect. Well, if you really want to have this traditional woman, you're going to have to let go of that expectation, because this woman is not going to pursue you. She does not want to be a knight in shining armor. She does not want to be the Knight of Cups, because she knows better. I know I can use an example. I might, for example, me, I'll just go ahead and say it out there. I'm 40 years old, but I have older parents. So I know, me personally, I still have more of traditional sides, not just modern sides to me, because my parents are actually 72 and 78 years old. So I'm used to more traditional roles, for instance. So that being an example. So this person could have the same situation possibly, because she was raised in a different way. She's used to a father figure who actually pursued a woman because he was a gentleman. And he pursued a woman seeing her as a lady. So I'm just using that for an example. So there are still plenty of women in this world that still are that way, because especially if they have older parents. Because I mean, my dad, for instance, he's 38 years older than me, so that already, you know, made him, and he's the last part of the silent generation, if that tells you anything. And he was a military man on top of that. So yeah, he did the pursuing, for instance. So more times than not, a feminine, not always, depends on if she had daddy issues or not, but more times than not, she tends to look for a man that's more like her dad. Not meaning it in a weird way, but it's more like that. So she wants someone who can actually be more of a man for her, who can man up and pursue and be a gentleman. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Take action. If these cards are not just speaking up from what I'm picking up, this not red flags for you. Let go or take action or let go, whichever. Doesn't have to be in that order. So I'm definitely, these cards are speaking up for itself along with what I'm picking up. So if you're not willing to take action to pursue like a gentleman, like this feminine might be wanting you to do, then it's best you just let them go, because it would be better for both of you. Because in the long run, you're hurting each other. So it's either take action or let go. Don't just hold on to somebody you're not willing to take an action for. So with this being in reverse, you're definitely, she's not seeing you in your divine masculine. Even though this is more telling too, since this is a Queen of Cloaks in reverse. She might be seeing you're stepping too much in your feminine energy for her. And not saying that in a negative way. Just, if she's looking for somebody that can be more a divine masculine, that doesn't mean something's wrong with you and there's nothing wrong with her. That's just what she's looking for. And if you're not wanting that traditional role, then it's best to cut ties and let this person go. Because it's not fair to her and it's not fair to you. So if you don't want to have it, and you want to be more modern and allow the woman to pursue you, there are plenty of other women that's happy for that. But this particular woman does not want to be that Knight of Cups or Knight of Swords. So if that's what you're expecting for the woman to pursue you, then it's best you just let this person go if you're not willing to take that action. Because the time is not right due to you not taking that action. And the time will never be right if you're not willing to take that action. And it's best you just let this person go. And it doesn't matter if you have love for them or not. So I'm going to see what I'm getting overall. See if there's anything else coming through before I end this reading. I'm picking up, this is going to have to take change. If you really do still want to pursue this person and not let them go, and you're willing to take that action, there's going to be a lot of change that's going to have to happen within you and to transform in the way that you need to. Because, I mean, I know there's many people that's viewing that's not necessarily from America, so I'm not going to assume that, but I'm just putting this for an example. A lot of people tend to just automatically think, well, all women in America are just modern. But some women still have that traditional side to them. I know for me, for instance, I'm more traditional. That's just me. I mean, not just me, as in just me. I mean, because there are other women out there like that. So it's either let go or take action, because this person is not going to pursue you, is what I'm picking up. Because she's more traditional than she is modern. Not saying she don't have a modern side to her, but when it comes to relationships, she'd rather have a man to take a more traditional role. Because she wants to take on more of a traditional role when it comes to a gentleman pursuing her. Now, I'm not saying that just because a woman's like that she's all the way that way. I mean, that doesn't mean she doesn't like to work or anything. For instance, like my dad and my stepmother. My dad's more a traditional man, but he's not one of those that don't think that the woman should work, and she definitely works. Of course, my dad, his mom raised him and his 4 siblings by herself, and she worked too. So he definitely does not think that a woman should not work. He's not like that either. So he's not that kind. So there can be a balance of traditional and modern in a situation. You can balance those 2 things out. But I'm just giving some examples because I'm feeling guided to use examples to end the situation. Well, with that being said, that's all I'm getting from the reading. I hope this helped you in some way and brought you some form of clarity. And it's time to either let go or work on what you know you need to work on to be able to take that action and get out of your comfort zone and take that leap of faith. Otherwise, it's best for the both of you and this person to let go. But anyway, I hope this helped you in some way and will help you in your situation. And be sure to turn on the notification bell so you know each time I upload a new video. And like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.